Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is an extremely rough and unprepared tutorial on how to convert Team Fortress 2 into the new Steampipe system, and how to replace any of the custom HUDs, character models, sounds, whatever it is that you might have lost during the update. So, first things first, if you're watching this in like the first 5 hours or so that I put it up, that Team Fortress 2 still has Steampipe in beta form. It's supposed to come out later today, but maybe some of you are watching this now. First thing you're going to want to do is head over to Team Fortress 2 in your Steam library, right-click on it on the side here, and head over to Properties, which I realize is cut off. Whoops, my bad. Anyway, head over to this Betas tab, and click on this drop-down menu, and by default it'll say None, opt out of all beta programs, but you want to go ahead and click on Steampipe. So go ahead and close that once you've done that, and go ahead and hit play on Team Fortress 2. It'll guide you through the installation process. Very simple. It's mostly just moving some files around. It might download a few, but it's not much. Anyway, just a word of warning, be sure that you've got at least 15 gigabytes of free hard drive space on whatever drive you've got Team Fortress 2 installed in, otherwise Steam can just crash completely and nobody wants that. Anyway, continuing on, it should go ahead and install that for you, and whenever it's done, it's time for you to reinstall any custom HUDs or things that you could have lost. So to do that, you're going to head over to your Team Fortress 2 file, which in the olden days, that was stored in whatever your Steam folder was, /steamapps/ whatever your username was, and this is where the real change is. It's now stored in the Steam/steamapps/common folder, /Team Fortress 2. So, by default, I believe Steam is installed at like C/program files x86/Steam/Steamapps, yada yada yada. Anyway, once you've gotten into the Team Fortress 2 folder, you're going to go ahead and go into the TF folder. Wow, I garbled that last sentence. Anyway, once you're in the TF folder, in the olden days what you would do to install a custom HUD is just drag and drop all of the files into the TF folder, and it would go ahead and replace everything that it needed to replace. But that's not how it works nowadays, and I just realized I've got some really awkward demo names. Please don't judge me. Anyway, now things are done by going into the custom folder. This is a brand new folder, and I should delete this because that was from a botched take of this. Yeah, I know. Multiple takes. You're getting quality here. So what you're going to do now is you're going to go into this new custom folder, and you're going to go ahead and create a new folder inside of this. Now, it does not matter at all what this folder is named. It can be whatever you want it to be. I'm going to be installing a HUD, so I'm just going to name it HUD for the sake of simplicity. If I could spell HUD. And turn caps lock off. Anyway. Now, once you're in this folder, this is where the names of things get important. If you've got a downloadable like HUD that automatically installed itself, like for example I'm using EveHUD, and to install EveHUD before, what I would do is just copy these resource and scripts folders into the TF folder. Now what I do is in the custom folder, inside of the file that I made, I'm going to just drag and drop these resource and scripts folders. And if you're just installing a custom HUD, you're done. That's all you need to do. But I suppose I should explain things in a little more general terms, just to make sure that you can do this for custom character models, custom sounds, whatever it is you want to do. Now, first thing you need to know is where you would place these in the TF folder before the Steampipe update. For example, I'll talk about a custom hit sound. That's very simple. Now, in the old days, what you would do to create a custom hit sound is you would go into the sound folder, into the UI folder, and you would put a file in there called hitsound.wav. Now what you do is you go into the... Actually, I can just take this out of here right now. Nowadays, what you do is you go back into the TF folder, go into the custom folder, and again, in any folder, doesn't matter which folder. I could even do this in the HUD folder if I wanted to, but just for the sake of organization, I'm going to create a new folder. Doesn't matter what it's called, I'm just going to call it hit sound. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put a new folder in here. And now these have to match the file directories after the TF folder. So in the case of a custom sound, it would be sound, and in that there would be a folder called UI. And in here, this is where you would put the hitsound.wav. So that should pretty much cover it. If you've got any questions, feel free to let me know. I'm here to help. I'm not going to tell you to comment, rate, like, subscribe, whatever it is YouTube does now, because this is your life. You can do whatever you want with it. And so there you go. Free life lesson along with the video. Once you've got everything in here, just launch up TF2 and it should work like a charm. Alright, that's it. Good luck out there.